Hey everyone, it's Leah here again. Have you seen this trash? They make this to teach beginners about trading through mobile apps. They're just not suitable at all. Actually, I prepared one topic but ended up recording a completely different one. This video will be about trading binary options for a mobile phone. Not everyone has computers, and for those who do, they can't always allocate enough time for trading. But the biggest problem is that it's nearly impossible to find quality educational videos about this type of trading. So I decided to step it and not just make a good video about mobile trading, but also provide a cool strategy that fits perfectly for it. Ready? Let's begin. The problem with working from a phone is a small screen, which makes it inconvenient for setting up complex strategies. So I've chosen an effective strategy for you with a very small set of tools. All the work is done in the Quotex app, and the basis for this will be signals from the RSI indicator. First, let me briefly tell you about it. The RSI indicator consists of a curved line. It shows the average value of price over a certain period. The line moves between two levels. The upper level indicates that the price is too high and the asset is overbought, while the lower level indicates that the price has dropped significantly. The asset is oversold. If the RSI line goes above upper boundary, expect prices to fall. If the line falls below the lower level, growth is possible. Overbought and oversold conditions of the indicator are one type of signal, and I'll show you how to profit from it. But first, let's set up the workspace. The first thing you need to do is add the indicator to the chart. To do this, open the menu with indicators and scroll down to the bottom. Here's RSI. Just tap once and it will appear at the bottom of the application. When the curved line crosses the level of 70 or 30, that will be our signal that the chart may soon reverse. Entry points can be found from support and resistance levels or trend lines. For example, if the price is near a resistance level and the indicator has risen to the 70 mark or above it, that's a sell signal. When the chart falls to a support level and the RSI falls below the 30 mark, look for an entry point to buy. If you want to study this and other strategies in more detail, get more interesting trading content, join my Signals channel. I'll answer all your questions, and overall, I'll be happy to help you in your learning. Alright, I'm done with theory. Now let's see how all of this helps in trading. On my chart, the price has dropped to the previous minimum, and the indicator line is very close to oversold. There will soon be a buy signal. All conditions for the strategy are met. I open an option, enter with $300 with a contract duration on 1 minute. Look, RSI at this point touched the 30 level, indicated a weakening of the bears. I scale the chart to see everything more clearly, and so far everything is going according to plan. The quote is higher than the one I bought it. I wait a bit longer and the option closes in profit at plus 90% of the entry amount. I immediately open the next trade to the same amount and also for 1 minute. The indicator line is at the upper boundary at the 70 mark and is already starting to fall. This is what a sell signal looks like. I scale the chart, you see the price is going where it needs to again. There is only a little time left, the situation is increasingly in my favor. Finally, time's up and this entry brings me another 90% to the trade amount. It's all very simple. In just 2 minutes, I managed to make a profit and tell you how it works. No complex terms, just one indicator. Pretty cool, right? But let's make it even cooler. Now I'm going to significantly increase the amount, entering a buy of $500, but this time I will add a touch to the strategy levels. I choose this option from the menu and stretch the tool from the last minimum. Now we not only have the indicator readings, but also an additional filter, a bounce from the level. This significantly increases the likelihood that the price will now go up. Look, just as I wanted! A bounce from the level and the reversal of the indicator upwards. The price is rising, albeit slowly, and the trade again closes in profit. I won't delay, I'll move straight to the next asset and wait for RSI to approach the value of 30. For now, you can also mark a support level and wait for an entry point. Stretching again to the minimums. Entering a trade for $500. Look how the price can break through the green zone. Buyers are clearly there, overpowering all sales. The indicator suggests that the upward movement will continue. The price bounce off the support again. Just a little more waiting, scaling the chart. See how much the candles are growing. Maybe we can enter again here. The trade is again in profit, and I think we can call it a day. And a like from you if you like the strategy. And if you're still not subscribed, be sure to subscribe. There will be a lot more cool content ahead. So, despite the simplicity of the strategy, there is a secret that will make it even more profitable and trading itself less nerve-wracking. You definitely need to keep a trading journal. It's a notebook or document on your computer where you need to record your trading actions. For example, you entered into a trade and it worked out for you. Close the terminal for a while and write down what signal you entered on which trading pair, how much money was involved in the trade. In short, a thorough analysis is needed. This way you'll understand that you are actually trading according to strategy, not making random entries. And also, if there are unsuccessful entries, you can check the journal, find the entry, and figure out what could have gone wrong, what wasn't considered. This isn't the only life hack that will elevate your trading for a whole new level. But the video isn't infinite, so if you want to get more secret tricks and useful things for trading, I'll be waiting for you in my Telegram channel. There is a lot of interesting content and help in mastering the market. The link is in the description. If you thought that trading was hours of studying technical and fundamental analysis, if you thought that you could only get into with a huge sum, that's not true. Trading binary options is so simple that you can open a trading terminal right now and earn from the strategy I showed you, even if you have never done anything like this before. And you don't necessarily need large sums. Yes, you can earn much more with them, but even 100 to 200 will bring good profits if you strictly follow the strategy. That's all for today. I wish you a great mood and profitable trading. See you in the next video.